Are you feeling like you are stuck in some sort of a rut and you're just going through the motions day by day? Like you can't quite remember the last time that you truly felt inspired or excited about your day or towards working towards some sort of a personal growth. If you are ready to break free from stagnation and that just standstill, and you want to reignite your passion, your purpose, your growth, then you are in the right place. Because today I want to share with you 8 ways that you can truly jumpstart your personal development, how you can get that journey moving forward, and you can rediscover that passion or that zest of life. Before we dive into that, once again, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts along the way, and of course, share this with someone who needs it, because you may know someone that's sitting in that same frame of mind that needs to hear this type of stuff. Now, you can also find us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn. I highly recommend that you go to thegivermethod.com, and when you do that, you can get onto our list so that we notify you when the book, The Giver Method, comes out. So that way you have that, you can use that as a resource for you. There's also other things on there that you could check out, podcasts, speaking opportunities, things like that. My name is Jake Talbert, and I am the founder and chief giver over at The Giver Method and Impact Makers. And if you are new to this channel, if you're new here, what we do is we help people to identify what their gifts and superpowers are and develop them to be as strong as possible, so they can then identify the right people to influence intentionally and impactfully with those gifts, how they can create more value for them in every engagement so that it is as effective and eager of an engagement, an interaction, a discussion as possible. That way they can step into who it is that they were meant to be. They can make the impact they want to make, as well as one of the biggest ways that it pays you back is that you will find that you have what we call relationship riches, which is just deeper connections with those around you. And then, of course, I've found through all the time that I've worked with people on this, that when you take your gifts and superpowers and you find the ways to give them to individuals and you don't ask for anything in return, that the universe has a way of paying you back. Now, it may not be immediately, but in time, it will pay you back in certain ways. You just have to be able to look out for it and know that that's coming. But once again, give just for the sake of giving. Now, today we want to tackle a challenge that is there for many of us. And I've been in this situation. Like I have felt this before, and you may be feeling it now or have felt it in your life before. And that's that personal stagnation. What that could feel like is that could feel like you're just on autopilot going through motions of life that happen with no sense of growth or progress, or that you're making an impact. And maybe it's that you feel out of touch with your passions, or you're uninspired with your career or your personal life. So if that resonates with you, you are not alone. You are in the right place. This is where you are going to learn from that. And more importantly, there is a way out of this. And so we are going to dive into these 8 ways that you can break free from stagnation and really reignite your personal growth. So if you're ready to rediscover your passion and start really thriving again, then let's go ahead and dive into these 8 ways. Now, way number 1 is that you need to shake up your routine. You need to try and find new experiences out there. And this is one that's difficult for me because I'm a creature of habit. I have very set routines and things that I do. And that can often lead towards that mundane feeling and that feeling of stagnation. And so one of the quickest ways that you can break out of any sort of a rut is shaking up that daily routine. And what are the new things you can do, experiences you can try, individuals that you can try and make a connection with? When you do the same thing day in and day out, our brains click into that autopilot and we stop growing. Have you found yourself in that scenario? Or maybe is now the time to actually a wake-up call for you to go, oh my gosh, I am in that scenario. Novelty and trying of new things, it stimulates the brain, it creates new neural pathways, boosting your creativity. It's stepping out of your comfort zone. It builds more resilience and adaptability that you may need. And these new experiences, they're going to provide you fresh perspectives that you can, use to lead towards unexpected opportunities that you may have waiting for you if you wouldn't have done them. Another thing you should know about our channel is that we assign homework, we assign action items for you, because we don't want this to just be, hey, here's some ideas. We want you to actually take it and find the ways that you can make it applicable to you. So for each of the ways, I've got action steps that we can implement. So for this one, what I want you to do is I want you to take for the next week and commit to changing one aspect of your daily routine. Like it could be as simple as changing up, taking a different way to work. It could be a new type of exercise. It could be taking a few minutes, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day to work on a new skill. What I want you to also do is I want you to make a list of what are 10 experiences that you'd like to try. Now, this doesn't have to be like bucket list items like, oh, I'm going to go skydiving, or I'm going to, maybe it is. Maybe you've got access to that easily and you can make that happen. But what are 10 experiences that you want to try out and that could change up this sort of a daily thing for you? It could be as simple as trying a new cuisine, a new restaurant, something along those lines. It could be big. It could be something like the skydiving or traveling to a country. Commit to at least one of these experiences each month. Pay attention to how how the changes make you feel as you go. Don't be surprised that as you do that, if new ideas and new things start to come to you as you're finding these ways to reignite that personal growth. Now, way number 2 is essentially that you need to set goals that are truly aligned with your core values. Because without any sort of a clear, inspiring goal that aligns with your values, it's easy to fall into stagnation because we don't have that why. We don't have that emotional tie to why it is that we're doing what is that we're doing or what we're working towards. So A, you may not even have a goal. B, if you have a goal, is it truly tied to your values, your purpose, your vision of who it is that you want to become? So look to setting goals that can truly excite or reignite motivation and give you a renewed sense of purpose. Taking time to visualize your goals regularly, that can help you boost the motivation you have, make them feel more achievable. The goals, they're the direction of focus, giving you that sense of purpose, and aligning goals with values ensures that there's long-term satisfaction and fulfillment and not just short-term wins. So your action step for this one is going to be to take some time to dream. Dream small, dream big, dream as big as you want. What would you love to achieve by next year if there were no limitations? Where would you want to find yourself? Like, if you were writing a letter to yourself a year from now and you're saying, hey, everything went perfect, it went exactly as we wanted, what would you write to yourself? Here's what we did. Here are things that we saw. And write down what that could be. Write the dreams down and break them down into smaller goals. Break them down to things that you can do this week, this month, next month, throughout the year. Make sure that they follow kind of the SMART goal rule, which if you're not sure what that is, coming from my past, I was in a corporate world and they hammered home a lot on SMART goals. So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals so that you can really know that you're working through the right type of a goal. And importantly, ensure that your goals align with core values and passions. If you don't know what those are, then go create a personal mission statement. Go figure out what your values are, what you're passionate about, what are, how can I use my unique gifts in that? Because this becomes like a North Star of the directions you go, the decisions you make, the actions you take will all be grounded in this sort of an idea of what dreams I have that align with my purpose, my values, my vision of who it is that I want to be. Number 3, you have to cultivate a growth mindset. Growth mindset is the belief in your abilities and your intelligence that you can develop through effort, learning, and persistence. It's not thinking, oh my gosh, I can't do this, or it is believing that no matter what you want to do, it can happen. You have to believe that. You have to believe in yourself and saying, look, I may not know how to get there, and I may not be there today, but I know that I can figure out how to get there. I know that I can find the people who can help me. I can find the resources that will help me to get there. This sort of a mindset is so crucial if you're wanting to have personal growth. Growth mindset, it helps you to be more resilient. It helps you bounce back from your setbacks or those roadblocks or whatever the things that may slow you down along the way. It encourages you to continue learning no matter what. You were never truly there. And you have to be adaptable. And in doing that, you actually start to change your world. You change the world around you, which impacts so many more people. And typically people who have growth mindsets, they tend to achieve more because they put the energy into that growth, that learning, that development that they may need. And so your action step here is to pay attention to your self-talk. When you face a challenge, do you tend to give up easily? Do you look at it as an opportunity to learn and grow? Do you look at setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow? You need to practice reframing challenges as opportunities. Instead of, I can't do this, it's, I can do, I may not be able to do it yet, but I know I can learn, I know I can learn too. And you want to embrace challenges as those valuable learning experiences. And of course, you want to look at your setbacks and identify what went wrong. How could you improve on that? How could you have applied the lessons from that into future scenarios so that you don't experience the same thing down the road. Number 4, you need to build a stimulating and supportive environment around you. The environment around you plays such a critical role in your personal growth. I know for a fact that my environment impacts how well I show up when I'm working. I've got my whole setup, I've got screens, my microphone, I've got my lighting, everything here. I am able to work harder and get more done in this scenario than if I am at home working. And so your environment plays an impact in that. A supportive and stimulating environment can have significant boosts to your productivity, to your creativity, to your motivation daily. So part of that is the actual environment itself, how you can be in an environment that it impacts your mood, your energy levels, it impacts what your focus may be. But that environment also means the people who are around you. Finding supportive people who are also growth-oriented, growth-minded people that can inspire and motivate you as well. Those around you who fall into that bucket, they become like a network that provides positive encouragement during challenges. It helps you to celebrate your successes and move past the road bumps, the failures, the setbacks that there may be along the way. So your action step here is going to be to declutter and organize. Declutter and organize. I know for a fact that this is so huge. This last weekend was a 3-day weekend from a holiday, and we spent all Saturday, all Monday there was cleaning, decluttering, and there's that feeling of just relief when it's decluttered, where you can actually feel like you can think more. You can experience things more in that sort of a world. You can surround yourself with inspirational objects or quotes or vision boards, whatever it is that you may need for that. You want to create a workspace that minimizes any sort of distractions that you may have and allows you to focus heavily on growth activities. And importantly, you want to identify 3 people in your life who inspire you to grow, and reach out to them and try and schedule a time to connect, whether coffee, go for walks, have FaceTime or a Zoom chat or whatever that thing may be. Consider, you may need to join some sort of a group or community, a Facebook group or whatever that may be, in order to find more growth-minded people to be around and to be focused on your personal growth. And so book clubs, mastermind groups, online, whatever that may be, you want to find those like-minded individuals who are out there. The 5th way, you need to develop continuous learning habits. So this is committing to lifelong learning, just keeping your mind active so that it expands your horizons. And that can look in all sorts of ways. When you contribute or continue to learn, you keep your mind sharper. You keep it more adaptable. You can look for new opportunities as a part of that. You can learn new skills and boost confidence and self-esteem. I listen to books constantly, and I'm just taking down the ideas, writing down notes. Whatever the things may be that you can do to keep that learning mentality. Once again, you're never there. You've never finished your development. It's just something that adapts and changes over time. So your action step here is that you want to pick a skill that you have that aligns with your goals, and you want to dedicate some focused time to mastering it. As a big part of the Giver method is taking these gifts and skills and finding the ways to develop them. So it could be anything. It could be some sort of a communication thing, some sort of emotional intelligence, empathy, active listening, some sort of a leadership skill, whatever that thing may be. And you want to set aside time for learning. Like pick 30 minutes a day towards learning. What's 30 minutes a day that you could do towards learning and practicing a new skill? That I could be off social media, that I could be off scrolling, that I could be off doing other things, stop watching a show on TV or online. You can sit down and you can read books, you can take courses, you can attend workshops, you can seek out knowledge from the people around you who support you in your personal, professional growth. These are going to help you to develop those skills more and more. The 6th way is that you have to practice self-care and mindfulness. These 2 things, they are foundational to any sort of sustainable growth that you may have. They help you to stay grounded. They help reduce stress. They help improve your focus. Self-care, it prevents burnout. It helps you to keep going when the times get hard. Being mindful and having mindfulness, it improves your focus, your decision-making, your emotional regulation in certain situations. So the other thing, taking care of your physical health, it has a direct impact on your mental and emotional well-being. I know this for a fact that when I'm training for a marathon, that when I'm out running regularly and I have that time to work through things in my brain, A, I'm being healthier because I'm running more, but B, I find that I'm in a way better emotional and mental state as a part of that. So your action step here is to prioritize physical, mental, emotional well-being in your life. Incorporate exercises, balance your nutrition, make sure you're getting enough sleep, doing daily mindfulness practices, whether meditation or breathing exercises, journaling. There's all sorts of things you can do. Just make sure that you schedule a regular time for rest, for relaxation. You need to help prevent burnout that you may have and maintain that motivation that you need to move forward in your personal growth. The seventh way is that you want to engage in selfless giving and contribution. You have your unique gifts, your superpowers that you can use to help others. And you could help others and make an impact in their lives. Maybe they need help reigniting their passions. Maybe they need help moving forward. And so one of the best ways you can reignite your passion of growth is to provide a deep sense of fulfillment by utilizing these gifts and superpowers to help others without expecting anything in return. It helps give you a new perspective on challenges you may have. Selfless giving, it's going to create a sense of purpose, connection with those around you, your family, your friends, your coworkers, the community. It allows you to practice and develop your skills in real-world situations so that you have that opportunity to reflect on them and develop them even more. Your action step here is going to be to look for opportunities that you can use your skills, use your gifts, your superpowers to contribute to those around you. How is it they can contribute to your community, to those that you care about? Practice empathy, practice active listening, help others, helping others. It's going to lead you to new insights. It's going to lead you to inspiration for your own growth journey. And the eighth way, practice gratitude and reflection. Regular gratitude and reflection, it helps us create an appreciation of our progress and identify areas of further growth. So this one's simple action step. And something I talk about so much inside of the book, The Giver Method, is to start a daily gratitude process. Start a reflection process. Get that into practice. Start journaling. Start doing daily journals of what you did. How did you use your gifts and superpowers? What went well? What didn't? What other things could you have done better? Do a weekly reflection of those daily journals and say, okay, well, what went well? What do I want to try and accomplish here this next week in order to keep myself progressing forward? And that's going to help you to start creating those goals and those ideas that move you forward as a part of that. So each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for and 1 thing you learned or a way that you grew that day. And this practice is going to shift your perspective, and it's going to ignite your appreciation for being much more involved in this growth journey. Because when it all comes down to it, you shake up your routine, you set goals aligned with your values, you create this growth mindset, build a supportive environment, both physically and the people around you. You commit to this learning, practicing self-care and wellness, and engaging in selfless giving. These are all going to be a recipe that helps you to break free from that stagnation and really ignite the passion in your personal growth again. And remember, breaking free of stagnation, it's a process, okay? You have to be patient. It's not something that happens overnight. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get going. There's going to be good days, there's going to be bad days, but you need to believe in yourself. I believe in you. I believe in the growth that you can have. So be patient and celebrate every little win along the way, because your potential is limitless. Do not let stagnation hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself and prevent you from becoming the person you're meant to be in order to make the impact in others' lives that you want to make. There's nothing more exciting than when you see the impact you've made on others in their lives. So embrace this journey of personal development, personal growth. Watch how your life transforms in so many exciting ways that are going to leave you more fulfilled. Watch how it helps to transform the lives of those around you, because you're making more of an impact as you develop and grow yourself. And once again, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Share this with someone who may need it, who may be in that sort of a situation of stagnation. Leave your comments below. Check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, or go to thegivermethod.com. Opt in to get notifications for when the book is released, so that way you can be on that notification and get early access to it. Your journey towards a life of continuous growth and being inspired and not feeling this stagnation, it starts today. And you just have to take this as your call from the universe to step into that. And so hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Until next time, keep growing, keep giving, keep trying to make a difference and an impact in your world. And hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.